Hey everybody, hope you're okay and had a great weekend. Thank you everyone for joining, as always. I really appreciate your support and interaction. I always like to give value back and where I can help you grow, and hopefully this helps. And if you've got any questions, just ask or click or write hashtag replay just to let me know if this is a good time, because it's good to reflect to see if this is a good time and if it's working for people. So I want to help you, and I had an incredible weekend. Hi Chris, hope you're okay, thanks for joining. And I attended a festival called Yestival. So it's a festival with a little bit of a difference. And it's where there's lots of inspiring people who have had an adventure. Now, I went last year as well, and I thought, I've not really been adventurous. And because there was lots of people doing these incredible things, like using, vehicles to cross countries, or even just walking across countries. And it got me thinking, I've traveled before, and sometimes we can seek things outside of us to make us happy. And I feel that was definitely me back in the day, where I would travel to all of these countries and it would be extremely empowering. And at the time, I probably didn't value it as much as I do now, like things that I have achieved then. And I wondered why that was. And I think that the habit that we can sometimes get into is that we are always searching for something, or we are looking for something outside of us to make us happy. Hi, Claire. And that can leave people feeling like unfulfilled, and like there's a gap between enjoying the moment and enjoying every day. And for me, my biggest adventure has been overcoming my challenges. Hi, Marildo. Overcoming my challenges, like mentally. That's been my biggest challenge. So for me, each day is actually an adventure. For me, each day is, what have I achieved today? What have I worked through? And life isn't just plain sailing, and it does have its highs and lows. So how can you take each day as an adventure, and take each day as something that you could work through, and then be proud of that? Be proud that you've achieved something. Be proud that you have reached your goal or reached your dream. Because in order to have dreams, thanks Claire, in order to have dreams, we need to work out what is stopping us from achieving it, what is stopping us from reaching our goal or our dream. And that process of establishing why you are stuck. Have you ever felt stuck? Have you ever felt like unfulfilled, or that you're a bit lost? Because these moments are ones that we can work through in order to start having our life as we feeling fulfilled on a day-to-day basis. And we can often fall into the trap of feeling like we haven't been successful if we haven't got them things which other people see as successful, whether it's the job, whether it's the relationship, whether it's kids, whatever it is. And this is about, life is happening for you. And if you don't ask, hi Alison, hope you're okay. If you don't ask, or you're not clear on what you want, how do you know whether you've achieved it, or how do you know whether you're moving forward or not? So ask yourself, why aren't you taking action? Why haven't you got everything that you want in your life right now? And when I started this journey, I just said yes to an opportunity because I wanted flexibility and I wanted freedom. I had no idea the personal development journey I would go through to grow into the person that I want to be, which is one that is creating the life that I want, and not just waiting for things to happen, not just waiting for life to fall into place, because it doesn't work like that. And Exactly. Comparison is the thief of joy, and we can fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to other people. And even now, if I have down days, or you think that, things aren't working, or you feel like giving up, and just at that point where I felt like, I don't know if this is worth it, I get a message thanking me for helping someone. And I think, okay, let's put things into perspective. And it just gives me that reassurance that no matter how tough this journey is of self-discovery, no matter how challenging things that come up against us, things that we have to deal with, things that we think we've grown or we think we've moved forward, and then something else is thrown into the mix, and then you'll be thinking, God, I don't know if I can take anymore. I don't know if I can deal with anymore. Like, why is it always me? Why am I always struggling? Why can I not just get to there? And we forget that there doesn't really exist. It's about how can we enjoy each day? How can we enjoy the process? How can we start to believe in ourselves and know that we have these small little adventures each day that is achieving something, that you should be proud of, that you can stop and think, oh my God, like 5 years ago, I would never have been able to do that. Or, oh my God, I've come so far. I've achieved that this week. And when we aim too far forward, we then self-sabotage because it's too far ahead. We end up talking ourselves out of things, or we think, and then we justify why we break the habits, or we justify why we talk ourselves out of certain things. So when you set the goal too far in advance, it's easy to talk yourself out, and then you break it, and then you end up feeling like you've given up, and you end up feeling a bit flat. Whereas if you congratulate yourself and recognize the small achievements each day, and taking each day at a time, taking each week at a time, and really value how far you've come, because you can forget that. And sometimes I thought, oh God, I'm not like there yet. And what does success look like? And who am I comparing success to? When I compare myself to 5 years ago, oh my God, my life has completely changed for the better. And it's everything. It's just taking them small little days, them small little elements, of growing, of like putting me first, of focusing on what I want to achieve and seeing the end in sight, even though it's not there yet, but I'm creating something. And each day when you're creative and it's yours, you can become attached to it and emotion and grab emotion to it, because when it's you that's changed your life, that is what is the most exhilarating, empowering feeling, that you are changing your life, and that it's not down to anybody else but you and your actions, and you achieving that, then you'll inspire other people to do exactly the same. So there is never the perfect conditions to change your life. There is never the perfect circumstances. So saying I'll put things off to tomorrow, or I'll do it tomorrow, you're just prolonging your change. And all you need to do is just to think that what is inspiring you and what do you want to be like, and then work backwards as to what you need to do each day, small steps, in order to achieve that. And my mission is to end unnecessary suffering. My mission is to help people become aware that they have choices, that you don't have to struggle, you don't have to suffer in silence, and you can talk out, because no matter what your challenges, it doesn't matter whether you think it's not relevant, doesn't matter if you think that it should be achievable or you should be able to overcome it. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It's how it affects you. And are you happy? And so ask yourself these questions, and know that in order to change that, you can take the highs and the lows. You can learn strategies that are going to help you be motivated in the morning, these are skills. Confidence and motivation are things that you learn. And I did a volunteer at the school again today, and one girl asked me how you could become less shy, and I said to her, practice. we don't necessarily have the people around us that are going to teach us what we need to know. So if we want to become something different, like if you wanted to act, or if you wanted to dance, or you wanted to try something new, you have to learn it. So if you want to become something, what do you need to do? And I told her to practice talking in the mirror, sing, be outrageous, but on your own, and then practice that and practice it over and over again until it becomes comfortable. And then when you're outside, then go and say hello to somebody that you wouldn't normally say hello to. And just, this is building, it's making you feel uncomfortable, but when you know you can do it once and then you do it again and again and again, this is where you're strengthening your ability to change. So it's about them small steps of feeling uncomfortable. I would never have been able to do Facebook Lives. I used to think, oh my God, why are people going to listen to me? And still I have them moments like, oh God, how's this going to come across? What are people going to think? But my message is that I didn't know where I was going to go. I didn't know where I was going to end up. But imagine if I hadn't have started this journey. Imagine that people would have reached out to me. People reach out and say, I've changed my life. I've changed this. And that's inspiring and keeps me going. The fact that together, speaking out, we can make changes, we can make sacrifices, we can know that our changes are actually empowering, inspiring other people to change, and that we are also individual. Everybody suffers at some point, but what can we learn, and how can we grow, and how can we become stronger? And ultimately, I am super strong, and I have built up that resilience. But even now I have my weak days, and even now I think, oh my God, this is hard. But the days where people are inspired, and the days where people are changing, and the days where, oh my God, you've just given me that information that I needed to hear, they are the days that will make it worth it. And so just trust in the process, take one step at a time, and know that you can change your future, and it's down to you and nobody else, but you can change anything. And if you want to reach out, drop me a message. I would love to hear from you, because it will just be that one bit of small information potentially that can help you change, and only you can do it. So why not start making choices that are going to help you grow, and they're going to help you transform your life, rather than suffering and blaming everything else and thinking that you're just unlucky or that you can't have the life that you want. It all just takes one decision, one single decision, to say, I want something different. And that's how I did it, and that's how I've helped other people do it, and just given them that belief. I've got my retreat coming up. If this helps anybody, or you think that somebody else could do with talking, or just speaking out, or just venting, or whatever you need to do to create that space, this will change so many people's lives. So please feel free to share, to like, to love. I love connecting and knowing how, everybody has this opportunity. And I believe in every single one of you. Nobody is any better than anybody else. And all you just need is that little bit of support to help you, give you that direction that you need to start living the life that you want, and bringing everything that you want into your life. So if this has helped, please share. And I look forward to speaking to you all soon. Hi Gemma, thanks all for joining. Click hashtag or type hashtag replay if you think this will help, and share the love, as there's so many people out there struggling, and I want to stop unnecessary struggling. So thanks all for joining, and take care. Love you all. Speak to you soon. Bye.